Hmm. Okay. I don't know why it's window capture device. Hmm. Okay. I don't know why it's window capture device. Hmm. Okay. I don't know why it's window capture device. We're having some technical difficulties. Why? We're having capture audio. Okay. But still showing up as this. Which isn't right. This is... Hmm. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I'm on a new laptop, so we're trying to figure everything out. Yeah. Can y'all hear me okay? Is it too loud? Do you need me to turn it down? Just waiting for Abby. Has Abby arrived yet? Ugh, where's Abby? Girl, where's Abby? Excuse me. We need Abby here. Where is Abby? She's a little late. Abby is late. How am I supposed to stream without my girl? This is not very good of her. Can't really stream without her. Tisk tisk. You're letting me down, Abby. You're letting me down. I have one job, and it's for you to show up so we can do this together. If I have to suffer through this game, you do too. I fucking hate this game. So hi, for those of you who are new, aka absolutely fucking nobody who's watching this, I hate this game, I really do. I really only play it for the non-existent plot. Oh, and my laptop's gonna die. Oh, it's a kitty. Ugh. I'm really tired of just listening to this song. Abby, where are you? Chat. We're currently waiting for somebody very important. So I'm gonna adjust this a tiny bit more. Ugh, my hair. Concurrent viewers. Me. Just gonna spam heart I'm so lonely in my streams. Girl. Rude. Ugh. I'm being let down, guys. Okay, you know what? I guess I'll just suffer and start playing this game by myself. I guess. The ants that are running around my house. Okay. Anyways, I guess I can suffer and start. Oh, yeah, so, I tried making popcorn earlier. It set a fire in my kitchen. So, yeah. That was my evening. Anyways. Continue! This really bad game. Oh, and Yuma is attached to a chain once again. Oh, poor Yuma.
Where am I?
Hell. That's where you are.
What should I do? I'll need to explain everything, won't I?
We don't have much of a choice now. No point in keeping secrets here.
Halara? Let me explain.
Have fun explaining that one. I don't even know what's going on.
And that's how this mystery labyrinth involving the Nailman killings materialized.
I see. So mystery labyrinths are materialization of mysteries themselves. And the truth, I appear to have underestimated you. This is an amazing forte. I must admit, it's quite a superhuman power. As far as I know, no other ability comes close to this. Who are you? I refuse to think you're just a trainee detective.
To be honest, this isn't my ability.
Before you continue, tell me, who is that woman beside you?
Her name is Shinigami. I think the simplest way to describe her is that she's a guide for the Mystery Labyrinth.
That's me! I'm also Master Scary Cute Mentor.
On to my next question.
You're just gonna ignore me?
You mentioned the Nailman case just now. I had heard the rumors about that around town. Why are you investigating that case?
Huh? What are you talking about? We were just investigating the Nailman case together.
The Nailman. We were pursuing that case together?
You don't remember? There was a young boy who wanted to hire a detective and you turned him down.
I do remember you received a request from a child about some case, and you ended up seeking my help. The cost for hiring me was 5,500,800 Yen.
You remember the exact amount.
But I can't remember what the case involved. I do vaguely recall investigating something.
Oh. Interesting.
My mind is clouded. I don't remember exactly what was being investigated or what was discovered.
Could that be?
Yeah, it's because of the Mystery Labyrinth. The Mystery Labyrinth is a fortress protecting the truth, so outsiders usually can't reach it. If someone did happen to wander in, their memories of the case would be locked away. Though, if you have a pact with me, you wouldn't be affected. But I guess that part of the pact can't be shared.
This is the Mystery Labyrinth's defense mechanism, then. It makes sense for a vault that protects its treasure, the truth, to have a significant level of security.
Yep, totally not strange at all. Halara here sure is smart.
Halara.
Forgot that was Shinigami's last nickname for her.
Oh, don't mind her. She gives people random nicknames.
Anyway, since my memories of the case have been taken away, I will provide a supporting role for your investigation.
Supporting role?
As long as we're in here, I will act as your assistant. Well, that's the same as our original agreement.
That means we can't rely on Halara's detective skills to blast through this dungeon. That's unfortunate, but it's still nice to have an ally.
Hey, Master, before we head into the Mystery Labyrinth, let's do that thing.
What thing?
Huh? What thing?
Amy and Yuma are on the same bearing wave.
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
No.
Yeah, I am.
I hate this so much. I really want to see
This world is just full of surprises.
Alara's so real for that.
I assume that sword is used to cut down enemies interfering with your progress through the Mystery Labyrinth.
You're right. It's a special sword that can interact with things here.
I better materialize the solution keys I got during the investigation, too. That was a lot. Here you go.
Do you have to vomit them out every time?
What? Should I use a different hole instead?
Sorry, please, don't mind her.
All right, we're all set. Now, let's unriddle this mystery labyrinth. Our target is the true culprit who preys on the truth.
I understand that progressing through this mystery labyrinth will allow us to obtain the truth.
Oh, yeah.
But what happens to us if we can't find it?
We'd be lost, wandering around here forever.
But as long as we reach the truth, it doesn't matter how much time we spend here.
Oh, I forgot to mention this, but there's a time limit for solving the mystery labyrinth.
Oh, what?
There's a limit to how long you can stay in here. Stick around too long and your soul will leave your body behind.
Oh.
Your soul will wander until it's eventually absorbed by the mystery labyrinth, and you vanish entirely. In other words, you die.
Well then, that's a development.
Why are you laughing? You should have told me this a long time ago.
Oh, relax. Quit whining. A detective is bound to die anyway. Isn't that right, Hellara?
It's no different from our usual life work. A detective's life is always on the line.
See? Listen up, Master. You might learn something.
You're taking this awfully well, Hellara.
If I was Falara, I'd be so fucking confused. Like, I already played one round of this, and I'm still here like, what the fuck is happening? Because I have no idea what's going on. Oh, hell yeah! Abby is joining! I get to fill her in on everything! Okay. Hey! Okay, so. It's okay, it's okay. Let me fill you in on what you missed. So, you haven't missed much. The chapter, like, the gameplay just started, basically. What has happened is that, because of the Mystery Labyrinth, Hellara can't remember any of the investigation. And now there's a time limit. So, if Yuma and Hellara can't figure out the Mystery Labyrinth in time, their souls will be sucked out of their body and they will die. That's kind of basically the rundown what happened. Oh, and Hellara is basically unfazed by everything. Which, I can't really, I'm really fucking confused still. Monokuma? I'm sorry, what?
What's this?
Why are we in the woods? Pinocchio? Not Pinocchio. Gingy? Shrek? Shrek, are you here?
They seem to represent the 4 crime scenes.
4? 4? Oh, right, 4. There's 4.
I assume that solving all 4 will allow us to progress.
Oh, I see.
Oh, jeez.
You see? Master, this is your job. So what's first? How about starting with the clock tower, since it was the first one you investigated?
If the numbers are set chronologically, then the clock tower would be the 4th locked room mystery.
I'm not sure if we should go in that order, though. I feel like we should go in order of how they happen, not in order of what... Okay. I feel like this is going to be a mistake. I want to see what Helara's thinking about this.
First off,
I want to go home. I want to go back to Danganronpa. Like, this is not what I signed up for. Let's just, like, put all these characters into a killing game and call it a fucking day.
Are you going to the 4th locked room?
Oh god, they speak! They speak! And I thought Nina from Adventure Camp was creepy. No, 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 no. I guess. No. I wanna go to the first one.
Let's solve this thing.
I'm not gonna have a choice, am I? I guess I might as well do the fourth.
Going to the fourth locked room?
Ugh, I don't like that voice. That's not the vibe. Oh?
This is an exact replica of the clock tower crime scene. Shinigami, you didn't recreate it with your powers, did you?
Well, here we are.
What?
Back at the
You bet when I hit you so hard in the head, you almost died.
Real.
Looks to me like the crime scene materialized in the labyrinth on its own.
The fourth locked room is the latest chronologically, correct?
That's right. And this is also what got me involved in the Nailman killings.
What are the details of the case? Try to tell me as concisely as possible.
The crime was a locked room murder inside the storage room of a clock tower.
Man, Maki Harukawa is looking real different over there.
In the middle of the room was a woman's corpse covered in countless nails.
Yeah, Maki Harukawa is looking... No, Aoi Asahina is looking real different over here. Is that new makeup?
Which means that's the corpse.
Wow. You're so smart, Alara.
Yeah, there were also lots of dolls nailed to the walls. It looked just like one of those bizarre crime scenes left behind by that Nailman guy from the urban legend.
Hence the Nailman killings.
Guys, we're so smart. Halara's so smart, guys. Like, look. That's why she has glasses.
From the look of it, the door was locked from the inside.
Oh my god. I can't. I actually can't with how... Also, why is her glasses glowing? What the fuck?
Yeah, it was locked until the body was discovered.
There's only one window, and its shutters were down as well.
Why are we loving Halara? She is just a Raimakaru wannabe.
I see. So
She's not popping, she's not locking, she's not slaying. Also, when I was making popcorn earlier, it lit on fire. I still have my popcorn, but my popcorn started a fire. I was following the instructions. Apparently following the instructions in popcorn start fires.
This is the third floor of the clock tower. It's too high up to jump from here.
I mean... If Kazuichi Soda can be blown up... Sorry, if Kazuichi Soda and Toko Fukawa can be blown up, I think we're good from jumping from high places. No. Yeah, I'm fine. It was just a small stove fire, but, we're here, we made it to the stream anyways, guys! I don't know if we're on fire! But, it's fine, salvaged what I could and I have a bowl of popcorn. See? Bowl of popcorn.
So it really is a locked room mystery.
Wow, Halara. Who would have thought of that? Well, that's crazy.
Hey, if this is a locked room, aren't we stuck in here too?
The collective brain cells between these three is non-fucking existent. We got Dumb, Dumber, and Dumber. Idiot, Idiot 1 and Idiot 2. And Idiot 3. Dumb, Dumber, and Dumbest. Idiot. Really, really fucking stupid. An absolute moron. Alari's meant to be this one. Shinigami's meant to know all of this stuff. And was here for this. Like, what is going on? Why are they all so dumb?
Oh no! Master! You're trapped unless you solve this mystery!
He already solved this one.
Otherwise, you'll run out of time and your soul gets snuffed out! You better hurry!
Hey! Huh?
Oh, and there's the Yuma abuse once again.
I see. So that's how to make the questions appear.
Laura's unfazed. Just like, yeah. It's a normal everyday Tuesday, I guess. Real, hashtag bring back Ray Makaru. Like, real.
I'm surprised you're so calm after seeing that.
Alara's unfazed, and I'm like, girl, like, I'm sitting here, I've already been through this one time, and I'm still, like, confused on what the fuck's happening. Where did the culprit flee from? I don't know.
Here.
I agree with that.
Here.
I agree, hashtag stop Yuma abuse. Oh my god, guys, he has an Ahoge. He's doing that, one Shuichi sprite. He's so hashtag relatable. Ugh.
The culprit must have escaped through the window.
I'm really struggling to care at this point in time.
And your reasoning?
When I arrived at the scene, the window shutters were closed. It was wet underneath the window, but I could tell it was already starting to dry.
Which means the window was open not too long ago.
Real.
It's likely the culprit escaped through the window and closed the shutters on the way out.
Seems like a lot of work to do.
Is it possible to close the shutters from the outside?
Yes, this style of shutter automatically locks, so if you let go of the shutters at the right height, its momentum pulls it down, and once down, it locks all on its own. In other words, the culprit held up the shutters while moving outside. Once they let go, it automatically locked.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck Yuma's still alive. Yuma should be dead like 20 times over.
In that case, let's try leaving this locked room in the same way.
That seems like a horrible idea.
Let's try it.
Okay, y'all have fun falling to your deaths. Ugh! Oh my god, look! It's Abby's boyfriend!
The Nailman killings have already been solved.
Girl, what happened to your hair? I thought Yasuhiro had crazy hair, what the fuck?
Is he that peacekeeper?
It's a mystery phantom. The people covering up the case in the real world are manifested like that here to
What about that
stop us.
Sonia looking girl?
You think the culprit really escaped from here? This high up? If you fall, you die.
You simped for him in the real world.
Try.
Help!
Bye. It was nice knowing you. Drag Solara's ass.
Don't drag me down with you.
We can't leave the guests behind, Halara. It would be downright unmannerly. It's so simple.
They dragged Solara's ass with her. She's so real for that. Yeah! That's the guy you simped for, not Silch!
This might be a little tough for you, Master.
Okay.
Yuma, the mystery labyrinth is a manifestation of a mystery. So solving it will get us out of this, right?
I think so.
The culprit wouldn't have fallen out of the window like we did. They would need a tool to get up and down.
A tool?
You should have found something during the investigation. I was helping you, after all. You must have seen the answer with your own eyes. Try to remember.
Master, concentrate!
What?
No, I can't dodge it.
What? What in the name of Ultra Spirals is going on here?
Master, concentrate!
What kind of...
This must be it. That's it. We found the burnt remains of that rope in the incinerator at the church. The culprit had used that rope to escape through the window.
No, I can't dodge it.
I don't... What traces did the rope leave behind? A wet floor, severed structure, marks under the window. Was that the one I was meant to do? I don't follow. A wet floor.
The nail that was stuck in the doll under the window had some rub marks on it. The culprit must have tied the rope there. That's why those nails have been hammered in below the window. It wouldn't be possible to climb down a rope simply hooked onto a window, unless you've had special training for it. There's no way an amateur could manage it. That can't be how things went down.
In that case, it couldn't have been an ordinary rope. It must have been...
What's that? I can't hear you!
Don't worry, I'm right here with you. In spirit, anyway.
W? Oh wait, I guessed. Ugh.
Ow. We're alive, I think.
Yuma, are you okay?
Yeah, thanks. You saved me, Halara.
Correct. It's all thanks to me. Money well spent, no?
Well, it was a lot of money.
Come on! Are you two just gonna keep staring at each other all day? Let's get out of this locked room!
Right.
So this is the rope ladder in question. It certainly would help you escape. The details of the case are still unclear to me. Was this found in the church's incinerator?
That's right. It didn't concern me at the time, but it makes sense now.
I'm so confused on what's
The rope can
happening.
be folded in the middle, and then the ends can be connected together. And that's how they made a rope ladder.
What makes you so sure it was used here?
The nail under the window showed signs of friction from a rope, and had some yellow fibers on it. A clergy member showed me the rope's burnt remains, and I noticed it was the same yellow color. And there were footprints on the ground below the window of the clock tower, facing the wall. Thinking about it now, these were clearly signs that someone climbed down the rope ladder and landed there.
Okay, chat. Who's your guess? My guess is the fat guy.
Wait, wasn't the rope ladder hitched on that nail? How did they get it down from the bottom?
The culprit could have cut it one rung at a time as they descended. By the time they reached the bottom, it would have been one long single rope, which they could easily pull down.
The window's shutters fell due to its weight and locked automatically. Completed.
Yep, that's a stellar deduction. Major props. To me for trading you.
Oh man. Not this Afro man again.
Used that rope ladder to escape the clock tower. What of it? That doesn't change our verdict at all. The watchmaker is the culprit.
I don't think the nun did it. The nun seems too iconic.
Master, boom, kill the mystery phantom blocking your path.
Yeah!
Wait, where did Halara go? Oh my god, it's time for a class trial, guys.
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear
Oops.
who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime.
Say,
Wait. Oh, fuck, I forgot how to do this.
Right! These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room.
What?
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room.
Say,
Yes, I'm aware. I'm trying to figure out how to do this stupid Clash Trial thing, because this sucks. I hate this game with a burning passion.
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime.
Then
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room.
say,
So what else could it be?
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that lock.
No, I didn't want to do that. Stop.
Right.
these deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room.
And escaped via the rope ladder.
There we go.
The watchmaker is afraid of heights. He couldn't even look out the windows as he went up the tower. No way he climbed a rope ladder that high up. So it's impossible for him to have committed the crime. He's not the nail man. Damn you!
What was that? What demon possessed you, boy?
you said these mystery phantoms try to cover up the case, right?
I think my dude was possessed. And I need something to sit on. Ugh. Ow, that's going into my back.
Which means the Peacekeeper Seth is trying to do just that.
I don't know why, but it's clear the Peacekeepers are involved with this case.
What if Seth is actually behind this? That would be crazy.
Perhaps it is connected to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Uh,
All the more
excuse
reason
me.
to seize the truth. Let's go.
I really don't want to be stuck with Halara anymore.
Right.
Jeez, who's the protagonist here?
No, because it has to be one of the church people.
By the way, Yuma, about your sword. Does it only work on cues and mystery phantoms?
The solution blade works against anything in the mystery labyrinth. So don't cut your allies by mistake, Master.
You could have told me that sooner.
Can I use that sword?
Ooh, so sorry. Only Master is able to use it because he made a pact with yours truly. You may be under the effects of coalescence, but you're just an extra here, Halara. So, nope, you can't use the solution blade.
I was merely curious. Regardless, it's best I act as support, since I don't have any memories of what happened. Let's return to the case. Assuming the watchmaker isn't the culprit, do you have any notion of who is?
I do. Halara, during the investigation, you claimed one of the people at the church is the culprit. I think I understand the reason why now. That rope was found inside the incinerator, which only clergy members could access.
In other words, whoever tried to destroy the evidence is a member of the church. Prompt and logical. I am quite impressive.
Okay, stop tooting your own hair when you have Chiaki's haircut.
Wait, you're tooting your own horn?
Shinigami's done with your bullshit. What the fuck is this?
Hey! A treasure chest! Can I open it?
As you open it anyways.
Check it out! A new solution key!
It's either the fat guy. I feel like it's anybody but the nun.
We're back to the original spot.
Why is the doll moving on its own? What the fuck?
So, we cleared the first route. We just need to keep this up and go through each shrine one by one to gather clues about the culprit. Which supposedly leads to solving the real-life case. I'm starting to understand how the mystery labyrinth operates.
You learn fast. Unlike a certain master I know.
If you're so impressed, why don't you just sign a pact with Halara?
Oh, are you sulking? You're the jealous kind, aren't ya?
No, I'm not.
We're short on time, aren't we? Let's move on.
I would love a Shinigami and Halara pact.
Right.
I can't wait to reap the culprit's soul. What do we do next? You can choose whichever you want, so why not start with the one you're most confident with?
Let's see.
Honestly, let's go in order. Why is the stall twitching? And what is going on over here? Why is the wood on fire? Maybe Celeste got to it when she was being executed. I'm so confused.
The first locked room happened 6 months ago in a secret club in Kamasaki district. An old geezer was nailed to the wall in an underground casino.
Real, what if we're not confident in any?
If you're up for it, then let's solve this thing. Are you going to the first locked room?
Ugh, stop talking! I guess.
Did we get trapped inside a locked room again?
Girl, what did you expect was gonna happen?
But if the mystery isn't solved, then I won't escape this place.
Good, then you can stop harassing poor Yuma.
Trapped in a cramped room with these two.
Never mind.
Sounds kind of fun, actually.
Oh.
I have no intention of playing along with your fantasies. Yuma, hurry up and take care of this.
Yeah, okay. This is where I used Halara's forte with my coalescence for the first time. Post-cognition allowed us to see the crime scene as it was in the past. Some things were obviously different. Those are most suspicious.
Spot the selection. What? Hey, look, it's Gundam Tanaka! Hi, Gundam, how you doing, buddy?
That has nothing to do with the corpse or escape route.
I was wondering if there was a path behind it, but I guess not. Here. I know. What about the vent?
You believe the culprit escaped through the vent?
Potentially.
Yes, I'm sure of it. When I saw the crime scene with your post-cognition, the screws on the four corners of the vent cover were removed. Which means the culprit must have escaped from there.
Hi, bestie!
How ludicrous.
How ludicrous, you just did it! I need some water. Where's my water bottle? Oh, there's a water. I need a bit more of that right there. Okay. Oh my god. Abby, stop simping.
You're saying the culprit escaped from the vent? That's impossible.
See, this guy just reminds me of Correcchio.
Master, poke him full of holes until he's a makeshift golf course.
What does that mean?
How ludicrous. They used the vent. That's utterly impossible. Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up? There's no way you could get there. Even if the cover was removed. There's no foothold to use to reach it. No one could get out through the vent.
Right.
But
I know exactly what to do.
How ludicrous. They used the vent. That's utterly impossible. Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up? There's no way you could get there. Even if the cover was removed.
there's no foothold to use to reach it.
I'll slash through this mystery! Cause I'm so cute and quirky!
Some of the nails stuck in the bottom of the vent were bent downward. The culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footing to reach the vent. The weight caused the nails to bend.
Yumo really feels like... See, I would love to see these characters in Danganronpa. He's doing a little dancey dance.
So you're forced to fight this way every time. Quite the test of endurance.
Yeah, no kidding.
However, solving the mystery itself was simple. The nails were used as footing to escape through the vent. Did you find that out using my post-cognition?
Yeah, without your help, this case would have been impossible to solve.
You'll never be considered a full-fledged detective until you can handle a case like this on your own.
Sorry.
You got lectured again. Sucks to be a rookie, huh? Anyway, let's head out. We'll use the nails on the wall as footing, just like you deduced.
Right, let's hurry.
We don't have to actually watch them try to do that, do we?
The Mystery Labyrinth. Such a bizarre place. I must ask, is there no way to escape besides solving the mysteries?
You mean like an emergency exit? Unfortunately, I don't think that exists.
An emergency exit, huh? Well, there is one, kinda.
There is?
But it doesn't solve anything. You'll just go right back to the mess you came from. Besides, to use the emergency exit, you'll have to pay a heavy, heavy price.
And that is...
Don't worry about it. it here wouldn't help anyway. So, never mind. Just concentrate on solving the mystery.
Got it.
Again, with the Danganronpa hair, or this universe's, or just like the Styles hair and doing whatever this is. I'm gonna check this out a bit. Oh, we got pharaohs. The dogs are out. This place is actually kind of cool. I want to check this out a little bit. Never mind. Apparently, I can't check this out a little bit. I want to check this out more. This actually looks like really cool. Does this also have stuff from like the Amaterasu Express? Is that what this is? Clock Tower. I don't know. Oh wait, are we in the church? Wait, we're in the church. Okay. Wait a second. Floating Queen. I have no idea what's happening in this game anymore.
Another treasure. So, who's gonna open the treasure chest this time? How about whoever looks like they'd win a character popularity poll? Oh, that's me. All right, another solution key.
Oh my god, it's the return of Greyman! How we've missed you, Greyman! In all his glory. Double cheeked up and everything.
Looks like another clue leading us toward the culprit.
Someone pen.
Considering the culprit used those nails as footing, they would have to be nimble.
Oh, so it can't be the fat guy. We were wrong. So it would probably be... I think it's the old guy.
And given the size of the vent, only someone thin could fit through it.
So the culprit must be thin. We're narrowing down the possibilities quite nicely.
Keep it up, Master. This is all thanks to my training.
Oh,
All right, let's keep going and solve the remaining locked rooms.
why are the dolls floating around? Stop it. I don't like it. Okay. We're doing... Might as well do number 3.
The second locked room mystery occurred 3 months ago in that mansion.
Real, I'm pretty... Where does the church have... I don't know what's happening in this game anymore. This game is just Yuma's fever dream.
The corpse was inside the study, and the room's key was found underneath the corpse. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing.
Why is it twitching? What is possessing this pool? I don't like this game.
Going to the second locked room?
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Oh, and we're falling.
There are dolls nailed across the room. The victim is nailed down in the same manner. And the culprit was also missing from this room? It shares common traits with the other nailman killings.
Gee, thanks, Laura.
Trapped again. Looks like you gotta solve the mystery of this locked room, or we're not leaving.
I'll try. The door was locked when the corpse was found.
I feel like Yuma's not getting any less traumatized by each time that's happening.
The only key was underneath the body. There are no windows that could have been used to escape, and the vent is too small to fit through. So how did the culprit escape from here?
Oh man, it's Mondo. No, who can I make this into? Who can I pretend this is? It's Hajime from Danganronpa Another 2! Oh man, they did him dirty. I'm really stretching for this one. Oh, I was wrong. I was wrong.
I wonder if the water tank is connected to the outside.
Let's say that it is. Still, it's not big enough for someone to swim through it.
True.
Right.
It has to be there. Wait, what? The door, maybe?
It's too small for someone to pass through here.
Yes. And it looks like the bars are screwed shut from the inside.
You can't escape through there.
Where did they leave from? What is going...
What if a hidden passageway appears after lining up the books in his...
Oh, right. It's Taka.
There's nothing like that here.
Which means they have nothing to do with it.
No, Taka! See, it doesn't help that there's, like, non-existent lighting. I swear to God. They left through the door. They left through the...
Has to be the spot.
They left through the door! They left through the door! I spent all that time looking and it was through the fucking door. Chat. This game.
To leave the room, the culprit had to have taken this door to the hallway.
Huh? There's nothing special about that.
But didn't we establish that the key's under the corpse?
But there's no other possibility. There isn't another entrance or exit.
But the door itself was locked and the key was found under the corpse, right?
Yeah, so...
Locking it from outside in the hallway. How did the culprit enter the room and put the key under the corpse?
Try it. Everything must be verified.
Sure. After committing the crime, the culprit went out to the hallway with the key in hand. They then locked the door. Assuming that's the only way to create this locked room, the problem is...
What are you going to do with that key in your hand, Master? Don't tell me you still have no idea.
Hold on, let me think this over. We should go back inside for now. Huh?
Looks like we're locked out.
This is bad, Master! You better hurry or you'll fall into the abyss!
What do I do?
Calm down. You just need to solve the mystery. Doing that will open the path. You can do it, can't you?
Probably through the vent. Through the vent. There was marks on the vent, so through the vent.
We have to put the key back in the locked room, right? In that case...
Throw it away, so row it in.
That's right. The key could be slid through the gap in the vent cover above the door. And if they manage to throw the key right under the corpse from here... It stopped. But nothing happened. The door is still closed.
If it was wrong, a trap would have activated. So we're on the right track about the key being thrown in.
But there's more to it than that. If you simply threw it in, it'd be impossible to position it under the corpse. I see. So this is the vital clue for this locked room. I'm beginning to understand what happened here.
Great, because I don't...
Have you already solved the trick to this locked room?
You haven't?
Oh,
Hey, quit playing hard to get and tell us. Or just me. You can whisper it in my ear.
I'm sorry about Hilar. Hilara's like, bitch, who the fuck are you? And Shinigami's like, hey, girly, you wanna be like my best friend or something? And Hilara's like, girl, bye. You fucking lie. Yeah.
If you want information from me, you'll have to pay a fitting price in Xian. Of course, I don't work for cheap.
You really are a devil. Trying to take money from a death god, huh?
The key was definitely tossed inside. But that doesn't explain how it got under the corpse. So, how did the culprit pull off that trick after tossing the key in? Maybe the corpse was moved? That would explain how it was on top of the key.
Hilara, Ray, and Byakuya. No, Hilara, Shobai, Byakuya, and Ray in the same room would end everyone's existence.
But how do you move a body from outside a locked room?
I'm sorry, what are these faces?
Aww, the way's completely blocked off.
But the only things here that can block our progress are mysteries, right?
That's true. So, we just need to solve the mystery.
And we're...
At least give me a heads up first.
It says, how was the corpse moved?
Gee, I know how to read.
I've been trying to figure it out for a while, but...
Evidence was left at the scene.
Huh?
If you look at the evidence, you'll understand what tool the culprit used to pull this off.
Actually, I can admit, Shobai, Ray, and Byakuya all survived a killing game. If I put Hilara in a killing game and make her live, they could all meet, and they could pop and lock and serve their way out of a killing game together.
Tool?
That's all the advice I'll provide. You must figure out the rest yourself if you wish to be a true detective.
Got it.
Got it? You just want the mystery solved for you, huh? I can tell, because I'm your mentor. So, I'll help you out. Are you ready? You better be.
Huh? Ready for what?
Lay it all out, Master.
It's time for Yukima to be sexually harassed again. Oh, it's this game. Oh my god, we're back on Jabberwock Island! Ugh.
Try to solve it lickety-split.
Culprit used, Oh, Jesus.
You can do it, Master.
Girl, I don't even know.
This is it.
From last checkpoint, oh boy. What was the last checkpoint? How far back do I need to go?
There are dolls nailed in the culprit.
I'll try.
Okay.
The door was locked and the only key...
Also, Missy deserves to be with Ray and the others. Real.
And the vent is... So how did the culprit... Here!
First try, guys.
This has to be the spot. To leave the room...
Huh?
But there's...
But the door it's after lock.
Try it.
Girl, hurry up. I don't want to sit through this.
After committing... Assuming that...
What are you going to... Don't tell me.
hold on.
Looks like
This is that.
What do I do?
calm down. You can do.
Yes.
We have to put the key back in the locked room, right?
Yes, no shit, Sherlock.
This must be it.
What? What? Girl, I didn't feel anything.
That's right. The key could be slid through the gap in the vent cover above the door. And if they managed to throw the key right under the corpse from here...
I love how it can hit the person's head.
It stopped, but...
It was wrong.
but there's more. I see.
Laura,
You have it.
Hey, quit.
If you want information from me, of course.
You really.
the key was... So, maybe the... But...
Aww,
But the
Dude.
only
that's true.
At least...
It says.
I've been...
evidence. What?
Huh?
If you look at the.
Tool?
That's all the.
Got it. So.
Huh?
Lay it up.
And we're doing this again. Take two. I really... Girl, I don't know. Yeah, that's how I feel. I don't want to restart from the last checkpoint. I don't like that I have to redo this constantly either.
There are and the culprit.
I'll try. The door and the only there are no so here. This has to be the spot. To leave the
Huh?
but there's
But the door after
Try it.
it, after commit assuming that's
What are you go- Don't tell me.
hold
Looks like
This is bad, Master! You better hurry or you'll fall into the abyss!
Chapter 1. Okay. Thank you, Weeby News, because this is going to be helpful. I would like to... Oh, string.
what do I do?
Thank you, Weeby. You are a lifesaver. The answer was string, guys.
calm down. You can do it, can't you?
Weeby...
Yes.
Did I just go to Weeby News' playthrough? Yes.
We have to put the key back in the locked room, right? In that
Yes, I did.
case-
That's right. The key could be slid through the gap in the vent cover above the door. And if they manage to throw the key right under the corpse from here, it stopped. But nothing happened. The door is still
If it was wrong,
But there's more. I see.
alarm.
You have it.
hey, quit!
If you want, of course.
The key. So, maybe the corpse, but...
Aww, the waste
But the only thing...
That's true. It's sad.
I've...
Evident.
Huh?
If you look...
Tool?
That's all...
Got it. So,
Huh?
Real! Weeby News slays again, and I'm not gonna regret saying that in this game, because there's really no character I'm attached to. Yes, I get it. Shinigami Puzzle. I hate this version of Hangbat's. This version of Hangman's Gambit sucks. Where's R? This game is not meant for the dyslexic people. Okay. Sure. You know what? You do you, I guess.
That's right. There was evidence of a thin string being used at the scene of the crime. A sturdy and thin string like a fishing line must have been used to move the body.
You really think a tiny string could move a whole corpse?
You and Yasuhiro must be best friends with y'all wacky-ass hair.
there he is again. That rude and gloomy guy.
Trying to think, who else has, like, really wacky hair in Danganronpa? Tenko. You, Tenko, and Yasuhiro must be, like, the best of friends. And that one Maki sprite. Like, I can't with the fucking wacky-ass hair.
That deduction is wrong. You're wrong.
You sound so much like Korekyo, and I'm getting so many creepy-ass vibes from you.
What could be wrong about it? Master sounded really confident just now.
How many sisters have you fucked?
Listen, the nails in that corpse's leg pierced through his body and into the floor.
But they didn't pierce all the way through the top.
Which means the corpse was fixed in place. So how could the corpse be moved?
Right, because we established that they didn't go all the way through on the top part of the body. So if you held the body up, if it was only illusioned to go through the body with the nails, and it was held up with string, and then the key went under the body, and then you let go with the string, and then the body collapsed on the key. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, maybe. See, I really need to play some fan games, because I miss Danganronpa. I miss Danganronpa.
Oh, true. If the corpse was stuck in place, it'd be impossible to move it.
Shinigami, you're not supposed to be supporting this man.
Indeed. It would be impossible.
Whose side are you on?
Laura, you think so too? So I was wrong the whole time?
Oh, and we're floating.
Huh? The door!
The truth is slipping further away!
What about the floor?
Of course it is. Because your deduction is wrong.
No, it's not! I know you would support that. I'm going to probably do some fan game, watching, because I know there's some fan games I've been really wanting to, watch. I've been wanting to do, Total Danganronpa. I want to do Danganronpa Forgotten and Total Drama. Danganronpa Forgotten. Danganronpa, Talentless and Danganronpa, and its sequel. I want to do, there's a few games I want to do. I want to do, that one with Makoto, as the protagonist for the second time. I know that Hiyoko, and Nekomaru are, the survivors. There's a lot of games that I want to play and, do reactions of. So, there's a few games that I plan on doing, just for the fun of it. I'll probably do after this, before I get into Defense Academy. Because I want to do some finished games. And one thing I also want to do is I want to, with friends that haven't played Danganronpa, is I want to do, let's play Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc and Goodbye Despair and stuff. But it's, I'm playing with them, so we get... Because I've already played the games, but they haven't, so you still get, fresh reactions, but it's me playing with a friend that hasn't seen it before. So something like that.
You people will never reach the truth. This is the end.
The more you talk, the more I think of Korekio, and the more I want you to die.
Master, let's take him down first!
Yeah.
What minigame is this going to be? Is this going to be like the snowboarding in your mind minigame? I forget which one that was, but that was such a fun game. No, this is just the mini class trials again. Way to let me down. Let's think.
Your deduction is wrong. Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place.
Say,
Except...
The bloodstains! The
Your
bloodstains!
deduction is wrong. Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved?
Yes, I do.
The corpse was fixed in place.
No, it wasn't.
It didn't move. The meter.
Lies.
In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
Yes, it does.
Flash through this mystery!
Real! But you made that mind snow!
There was evidence the body had been moved.
I love the one sprite where, Yuma actually has a different position. I can't wait to do a killing game with these characters.
Blood from the lower body flowed naturally
Except for the fact that that means I have to make all of these characters fucking sprites, and then I'm gonna be like, great, I'm gonna actually commit a crime. Because I don't want to do that. That's gonna be a commission.
But blood from the upper body, it looks like it flowed in a downward direction, toward his hips. If the corpse was motionless on its back, there wouldn't be such unusual bloodstains. In other words, it's safe to assume the body's position was different from when it was discovered.
That's what I'm saying! But there's more of them?
What? What's this?
Gross! We gotta hurry and get through that door.
Unusual circumstances. It doesn't matter. As long as the corpse was pinned to the floor, it couldn't be moved.
But it wasn't pinned to the fucking floor!
You can't change the truth.
Even this didn't work? Am I just wrong about it all?
No, you're correct. The answer you've reached using the evidence is the truth.
Laura!
There's no doubt a fine string was used in this case. Evidence at the crime scene indicate the corpse was moved. So all that remains is to answer, how was the pin body moved? That bizarre bloodstain holds the clue to all of this.
The nails didn't go through all the way. We established this earlier in the gameplay. I remember this. I remember. I haven't played this game in like 2 months, but I remember this. I remember this.
The bloodstain? If the bloodstain is the clue for how the body could be moved, even while pinned...
Master, we gotta chase after the door. It's getting further away.
Hey, wait!
I won't let you.
We are my snowboarding! Guys, we are mine snowboarding!
Right! The corpse was sitting up at first. That's why only the wounds in the upper half of the body bled straight down.
What was used to hold the body upright? A thin string. My snowboarding's back, guys! Or more, this is more like the mind hook-upping.
It was all over the room, holding the body's upper half in place. That's the reason only the corpse's neck had marks on it.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Was the corresponding... the string was retrieved... D? I guessed. Ew, this is... No! Why? I pressed the wrong one again. Guys, I'm really bad at this. First try, guys. First try.
The culprit then retrieved all the string that kept the corpse in place from outside the door.
Okay, but how did he move?
To support it, the top half of the corpse fell back to the floor, just like how it was discovered.
We did it!
It appears this locked room mystery will finally be solved.
did that happen?
Maybe you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Master, you know the answer, right? Let's finish this.
Why are we Junko smiling? Girl, go away. Junko and Ushima, no. Junko and Ushima, no. We don't want you back. We don't claim you.
Right.
Recreate the locked room. Oh, fuck me.
You gotta think like the culprit, Master.
Now we have to. Okay.
Blood place is suspicious. You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery.
I really don't want to do that. Hi.
Maybe you got the order wrong. Stay calm. Collect first. You need to tie the fishing line down. Find a sturdy spot where it can be.
So I need a sturdy spot where I can start. So 1, 2, 4. I think it would start here.
Master, go recreate the locked room. Think about the steps the culprit took to create the locked room.
That's what I'm trying to do. I want to.
Maybe you got the order wrong. First,
Well, that's
tie
helpful.
the fishing line down.
Tie it down. Okay, doll maybe?
Maybe you got the order wrong.
Girl,
First, you need to
okay.
tie-
Maybe the door? Is that what I meant to do? The door?
First, a knot was tied through a slit. After that, the fishing line was drawn away to another location. In terms of sequence, it'd probably be easier to start with things that are fixed in place.
So, probably the doll.
That's it. It passed through a doll's eye.
Oh god. We're back at this
And the
creepy ass
fishing line
thing.
passed through the eye to somewhere else.
I'm gonna cry.
No, there's no need for the line to go there. Stake, you proved that yourself already.
Okay. I'm just being disrespected today, obviously.
No, there's no need. You
Oh,
proved that
okay.
yourself already.
I'm just dumb. I guess it goes to the corpse then.
Right. The line was then passed around a certain point on the corpse. That was...
Under the head, around the neck.
here, behind the neck. The line... Now, it's clear that the line passed through the vent, the doll's eye, and ended beneath the neck.
Hang on. Why pull the line through the doll first? Can't you just start by pulling it from under the body?
That's what I'm thinking.
Body's weight. The line needs to pass through the doll first, as it was fixed in place. Next, the fishing line.
That seems so overcomplicated for absolutely no reason.
There are 3 points with signs of wear from the line. That should tell you what happened. Think it over one more time.
Oh, okay. Chat, I'm just dumb.
There
I guess
are
it-
3 points with
What
signs.
the fuck are
Think
we
it
talking-
over one more time.
Okay. Like, I guess I'll go fuck myself then. Do we go back here?
Now, to return the line to the vent. This kept the corpse's upper torso in place. The room has been completely prepared. So next...
Then what was the point of the painting or the desk lamp? Like, fuck me. I guess I'll go fuck myself
I
then.
through the door and locked it with the key. And then
Oh, the key was thrown.
the key was thrown through the gap in the vent. If the culprit managed to drop the key next to the corpse, the only thing left was to untie the line. Then the corpse, which was supported only by the line, would fall face up on top of the key.
So my theory was right. My theory was right. Just how I was thinking it was kind of wrong. Because I was kind of thinking that they were just like, they tied it around the neck, and they were holding it through the key, and then dropped the body. But no.
That's how the culprit created the locked room.
Hooray! You did it! That's my master!
We did not need to recreate it that hard.
The bloodstains were strange. The length of the nails driven into the upper and lower body were different. The nails on the upper half didn't penetrate all the way through the body, but the nails on the lower half went all the way through and into the floor. That was how the lower half could be secured, while the upper half could still be moved around.
It sure was tricky, but you managed to solve the mystery behind it.
Ugh, how much longer is this chapter? I'm gonna cry. How long has this stream been? I've been playing for 2 hours. Alright. Let's get this next key.
Looks like we finally made it to the treasure chest.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Speaking of, don't you think that whoever worked the hardest should get to open it?
Me.
Which is me, of course.
Girl, you barely do anything.
This is probably another clue leading to the culprit. I'm not sure how we use it. Still, it must be used for something. Hold on to it for now.
Oh, and there's fire. Oh my god, the creepy floating dolls.
Right.
Oh, it's twitching. It's twitching.
The third locked room was a murder that happened 1 month ago in the art gallery storage in Ginma district. Pictures and paint were scattered all around the spot where a woman was boom killed. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing.
I really don't want to.
Are you going to the third locked room?
Are you going to the third locked room? Girl, I want you to die. Can you die next? This game's too freaking long, man. Like, we're only on the first chapter. This isn't even, like, the last chapter. It's the first fucking chapter. I'm already done.
Did we get stuck inside a locked room again?
Shinigami's brain is not fucking there.
This was the corpse that was discovered by that worshipper and the art gallery employee. At the time of discovery, the door was locked and the key was nailed to a doll inside the room. Aside from the door, the only other entrance is the window, but it opens just enough to fit a finger in. The frame itself is too small for even a child to squeeze through. How did the culprit vanish from here?
Oh no, it's Maki Harukawa. No, it's Himiko. It's Himiko. They got Himiko. They killed... Who did they kill all in general again? They killed... Taka, Gundam, Himiko, and I think it was Aoi? Who was the other one? Where did they escape from? They escaped from the ceiling, of course. Did they escape through the door?
Here.
It was the door again.
I think the culprit could have only escaped from here, but
Nothing's happening. Maybe you made a mistake, Master.
no, that can't be right. It's impossible for anyone to squeeze through that window. They could have only gotten out through the door.
Hey, right, Aoi, Gundam, Taka, and fucking Himiko. Wow, guys. Survivors are doing great.
I'm sure the culprit had the key and locked the door from the outside after committing the crime.
The culprit just used a copy of the key. Would that really be considered a locked room mystery?
What if they locked the door? Like, what if they killed... Okay, like, I know what I'm trying to say. What if they killed and locked the door from the inside? Like, you know how, like, some doors you can lock them while the door is open, and then you can close the door? What if that's, like the kind of door it is? So they locked the door while they were leaving.
Well, there are only 2 keys to the storage space, and the design makes them impossible to duplicate. I learned that thanks to you, Halara.
One of the keys is always carried by that one employee. It was used when the body was first discovered, right?
So maybe it is the employee.
The only other key was nailed through a doll onto a painting. So, it is a locked room mystery! Right? Right? Oh, that's totally it.
I see. I suppose you could call it that.
Halara's done with all this.
Hey, Yuma. Can you go check outside of that window?
Oh, just like before.
Before?
Yeah, you made me do the same thing in the real world when we were investigating this place.
I see. Then the answer has already been confirmed. Very well. This locked room is solved.
Huh? Wait, did you already solve this mystery?
You haven't? How about you go and check outside the window? Then even you will see.
Oh, it unlocked. Looks like you can go outside.
All right, let's go see.
Okay. Oh, so we just glitch in and out now?
Hey, didn't you already check this in the real world? Why do it again?
Halara told me to check it twice. There must be an important clue outside that window.
Hey! Maybe the culprit threw the key in through the window. That way, the key would be found inside. Well, how about that theory?
Is this the storage key?
Which means...
Oh. This is the culprit.
Freebie! I was right. Just toss it in there, Master.
The culprit threw the key inside? Is that really the right answer? Did the culprit throw the key in from the window?
Master, hurry up!
This is the
That doesn't seem right.
Oh, it's still coming down!
We're not supposed to.
That's the right answer?
How? Didn't the culprit throw the key in there? That's why the key was found inside, right?
No, the crime scene wouldn't end up like that if we threw it in. The key
Right.
was nailed to a painting. That's not possible if you just throw it into the room.
Oh, right. But if the culprit didn't throw it in there, how is the key left in the room?
If you can't nail the key after throwing it...
You nailed a painting.
You're back. The key vanished.
The key is in my hand.
Master, you got the doll and nail!
I see. So you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Try it out. Doing so will create a new path.
Yeah, I'm gonna solve this.
Good luck, Master!
I'm so fucking confused. The game was betting on us doing it the way that it happened. I'm calling it now.
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery. First, do something about that doll.
It's the doll.
There are a few things you have to do, but first, you need to set the conditions to create. Wasn't the doll you just obtained used somewhere?
It was,
Alright, first, take the painting. The culprit nailed the doll onto the painting. Next, both were stood up at a certain location.
if I remember correctly, it was here.
The painting was stood up facing the window. Now the part with the pierced doll is right next to the window. After that...
Hey, there's more stuff to do in this room?
I think I did this wrong.
Hey,
Now what? I'm so confused.
there's
Okay, I'm figuring it out. Shush.
Then the culprit went outside. The door was locked, and they went to the other side of the storage room.
That leaves you with the problem of what to do with the key in your hand. The key was ultimately found inside the storage room. You must figure out how the culprit pulled it off.
I can see the painting and doll through the window, but I can barely fit my hand through the gap.
The doll's got a nail in it, but the problem is that key in your hand, Master.
Yeah, the culprit took the key and then...
Through it. What? Nailed to the painting with the doll?
The culprit nailed the key to the painting, along with the doll from outside the window. Finally... I pushed the painting into the room. It completes the locked room mystery. This is how the culprit did it.
That is nowhere near what I was expecting. Raise your hand up if you're fucking confused, because I am. I want a refund on this game. I actually don't. I kind of like this game.
It took some time, but you've reached the truth behind this locked room.
I don't like this game because it's not Danganronpa, but this game's not bad. As much as I shit on this game, it's not bad.
Throwing the key through the window would be obvious. So to mislead us into thinking that was impossible, the key was nailed to a painting which was then pushed over.
It's one thing for an amateur, but a detective wouldn't be tricked by this.
Seriously, only amateurs would get fooled by...
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you mean me?
Take me back to Danganronpa where the games made sense and the murders were... See, that's the thing about Danganronpa, though, is that, like, the cases also made sense.
Treasure chest! Who's gonna open this one? We should let the meanest one of us open it.
How would you decide that?
Like this. I'm the meanest. Let's check out this treasure. Huh?
What's wrong?
It's empty.
Huh? Why? After all we went through to solve this locked room.
This must mean solving the third locked room mystery doesn't necessarily bring us any closer to the ultimate truth.
That's terrible. I suddenly feel so tired.
We can't call it quits. We gotta keep going.
Keep going. What else is there left to do?
That's it for all the locked rooms. We make a pretty good team. Don't you think so?
Well, what do we do from here?
Get shut down.
I see. The way forward is clear. It must be due to solving all of the locked room mysteries. Now let's go.
Right.
Again, I gotta ask. Who's supposed to be the protagonist here?
Y'all, keep up. Like, hello?
This place is creepy.
Don't be afraid to roll the dice. You must keep pursuing the truth.
What if I just
Most
don't follow
must be
them?
discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Isn't that right?
Yes.
No, I have to follow them, okay. Where did they go? They're supposed to wait for me. What the fuck?
Is this some dungeon?
What the fuck?
What is the meaning of this? Let me out of here!
Let me out! I'll kill your ass in the name of God!
I love the nun.
I have nothing to do with
culprit! Let me go!
Wow, they're all here.
So now we must pick out the true culprit of this case.
The true culprit.
Yuma, you solved all the locked room mysteries before you made it here. You should have all the clues and evidence you need to accuse the culprit. To be honest, when I first met you, I thought you were rather pitiful.
Oh.
You sure are honest.
But my opinion of you has improved. These mysteries have brought you closer to becoming a true detective. Now tie up all the loose ends and prove that I am not mistaken about you. With your logic, anything is possible.
All right, I'll try.
Ooh, somebody's guilty. My heart's pounding.
Why are we showing her? It's kind of seeming as if it's going to be her. I don't want it to be her. Oh no, it's just who is the nail man?
I'm not the nail man.
I'm not the culprit. I'm not the nail man.
Oh man, it's not him.
Good.
Considering all the evidence gathered so far,
I'm not the nail man.
No, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. Why are they all in a dungeon?
Good.
Because Shinigami's kinky as fuck.
considering all the evidence gathered so far, only one.
I think the person that...
I'm not the nail.
How can I be the nail man?
Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh. Oh.
Considering all the evidence gathered so far, only one person can be the.
How can I be the nail man?
Because you had...
I'm not the culprit.
Thank God! It's not her!
Culprit is you, Father.
I'm not as safe! I'm not as safe! I'm not as safe! Oh, yes! Queen! Mother Queen is safe! Sorry, she's my favorite character.
What? That's an absolutely.
Ridiculous thing to say.
No, why are you back?
Him again.
Let his head.
Just give up.
Let his head.
You're saying the priest, a man of the cloth, is the culprit. That's impossible.
Oh my god. We're back to the Correcchio.
How dare you spew such nonsense?
He's Correcchio.
Right! Do not make baseless accusations. The culprit has to be someone else.
Yuma, can I leave this to you?
It's not a baseless accusation. You're the only one who could possibly be the culprit.
Master, you're acting like a real detective. Go on and boom kill him.
Oh no. The hair! 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 The hair! What did they do to you? Oh, the hair's not it, my lord. The hair's not it. They did you dirty, my dude. They did you dirty. Oh,
I'm a man of the cloth.
Gino, shit.
first one to discover the body. The mailman is the worshiper.
Yeah.
I'm a man of the cloth. Is total blessed. I am not the mailman. That's it. The first one to discover the body. The mailman is the worshiper.
I need a...
Yeah.
I'm a man of the cloth.
Sure.
I'm a man of the cloth. Is total blessed. I am not the...
No.
Master? Then...
Oh, wait.
I'm a man of the cloth. Is total blessed. I am not the mailman.
Nope. Okay. This class trial sucks.
Right.
I'm a man of the cloth. The mailman is the worshiper.
Yeah.
I'm a man of the cloth.
Wait, let me actually respond to that. I know what I need to do.
I'm a man of the cloth. Man is the worshiper.
What?
Right.
No.
Then...
Oh my god.
I'm a man of the cloth.
Yes, I get it. Blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up and let me do this. Finally!
The rope ladder used in the clock tower's locked room was found in the incinerator, which only clergy can access. The worshipper may be a regular churchgoer, but he's no clergy member. So he's no longer a suspect.
Shut up! Shut up!
Bro got ossified.
Ridiculous.
He kind of reminds me of that one Pokemon, the paradox form of, Jigglypuff, Screamtail. Current rock remains.
A member of the church is the culprit? Even so, I am not the culprit. There are others working for the church. Yes, there's the servant. The servant must be the nailman. The servant was able to commit the crime. I'll slash through this mystery.
Climbing up to the underground casino's window with only nails for footing would require considerable agility. Judging by the size of the window, there's no way someone of his size could have committed the crime.
The borderline fat phobia here.
No, no! Absolute lies! The nun must be the culprit. She's thin and also works at the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes. It's not like she's afraid of heights. She used the nails to climb.
No, that was non-public information.
The nun must be the culprit. She's thin and also works at the church. The
Gee.
nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes. It's not like she's afraid of heights.
No? But isn't that, like, not proven information?
The nun must be the culprit. She's thin and also works at the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes. It's not like she's afraid of heights. She used the nails to climb. And you know she's always saying, I'll kill your ass in the name of God. It's clear she's the ruthless soul.
But
The nun must be the culprit. She's thin and also works at the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes. This is the truth.
Oh, wait. Actually? I was guessing with that one.
in the Mansion Study's locked room, the culprit tossed the key behind the corpse with perfect aim. With her dominant hand injured, the nun couldn't have done that, which means she's not the culprit.
I forgot about that. We're gonna have to do that really weird giant battle again.
It's not the churchgoer, the servant, or the nun. There's only one option left. Father, it's you. You are the nailman.
Hey! You're useless. I am a priest in service to God.
Oh.
I am not the nail man.
Ugh.
What god would make you this ugly?
All your proof is nothing but fantasy.
Girl, you are
You don't
hideous.
have a single piece of hard evidence.
Hard evidence?
But Master, you do! It's easy.
Based on the facts, the priest must be the culprit. The decisive evidence that proves it is... I don't know. What do I do? What do I do?
What?
A detective must always prioritize solving a case. Listen, a detective isn't an arbiter of justice. Unraveling a case is top priority, even with questionable methods. What do you mean? In short, you must get them to confess. Use everything in your arsenal, even if it requires bluffing.
Pilar's a sly bitch.
Everything?
Don't hesitate to use anything that might give you an advantage. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Always remember that.
A bluff? In other words, I should just claim I have solid evidence. But what could I use as a bluff?
Are you going back into the stupid minigame? I'm gonna actually crash out, guys. Yep, we're back in the stupid minigame, actually.
Enough with your stupid fantasies. Everything you say is nothing but a fantasy. Do you have any proof that I'm the culprit? Did you find my fingerprints?
They're just footprints.
Yeah.
Enough with your stupid fantasies. Everything you say is nothing but a fantasy. Do you have any proof that I'm the culprit? Did
Yeah, I
you
do.
find my fingerprints? Did you find my blood? Of course there's no evidence. This is the truth.
I'm blue, but a bit of a die. That is this guy right now.
Clear evidence at the clock tower's crime scene. There were footprints left under the window in the mud. When we inspected them, we found out they perfectly match your footprints.
Impossible. I already burned those shoes in the incinerator.
You gave yourself away.
I swear, I only enacted justice in the name of God.
Looks like it worked. Good job, Yuma.
Thanks.
Karnai Ward is rotten to the core. To save it, someone had to get their hands dirty. Those slain were the evil incarnate that harm us. That's why the people asked the nailmen to kill them. Evil must be punished. And so, I strangled them, made them suffer. All I did was slay evil.
Damn. He put Sakura, Gonta, and Nekomaru to shame.
If someone hates somebody bad enough, they give that name to the Nail Man. And this priest went around killing those people as the Nail Man.
The urban legend offered targets for murder.
A priest is supposed to be the voice of God, but he went around killing people because someone wanted them dead. What is awesome?
It's terrible. It's insane to think that he'd kill people for a reason like that.
That could be said about all murders. Insane people kill for insane reasons.
That's
Anyway.
Max.
You did it, Yuma. My expectations of you weren't wrong after all.
Is it finally over? Huh, nothing's happening. But last time...
Yeah, the soul of the true culprit who created this mystery labyrinth should appear. And since it didn't, it looks like this isn't over yet.
It's not over yet.
It's not over?
There are still mysteries related to the Nailman killings within this mystery labyrinth.
But we solved all of the locked rooms and discovered the true identity of the Nailman. Was I wrong? But...
Calm down, Yuma. There's no need to panic. If the Nailman's identity is exposed and all mysteries are yet to be solved, then most likely someone else's agenda is involved in the string of killings.
Someone else's agenda?
Meaning the Nailman didn't work alone.
You mean there's another culprit? But...
Yuma, if you consider yourself to be a detective, you must see the truth through to the very end. No mystery concludes with a dead end. There is nothing we detectives cannot solve.
I would love to see Kirigiri and Saihara in this game. They would have been perfect additions.
All right.
We have to review these killings from a different perspective.
I really thought that we were done, but nope. We have to...
4 locked rooms. If any of them were hiding a mysterious secret, it would be the room that's obviously different from the others.
Different?
Master, I get the feeling you want my help. Isn't that right? That's what you want, right?
I'm so done with this game. Just... I want to go to bed. But I'm gonna finish this stupid chapter.
Oh, fine. I can't say no to you when you're so helpless like that. Okay, Master, lay it all out.
I don't know. Which room stood out? It was the third one. It stood out. Because the victims...
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Is it death?
That's right. Great. Nice.
No. I was also thinking because there wasn't many dolls in place.
few paths opened up. It seems to be a hidden passage. If so, then the truth should be somewhere down there. Let's go.
Yeah.
Come on, gang, let's go! Go, go, Power Rangers! Okay, anyways. Oh man, red person and blue person are all dead. Gotta miss red person and blue person.
I see. So the cause of death for the victim at the art gallery storage is the only one that's different.
What was different about it? I don't remember.
Right. The victims in the other locked rooms were all strangled to death. All had strangulation marks and scratches, defensive wounds. The victim in the third locked room had strangulation marks, but no signs of resisting. There's also evidence of blunt trauma to the head, which
Right.
is considered the fatal blow.
Himiko died differently.
The marks could have been made after the victim died, so as to appear as if strangulation was the cause of death. The real cause of death is blunt force trauma.
I was gonna say, Hilaro, where did you go?
Here's another obstacle, but it's likely to be an insignificant one. Yuma, let's solve this mystery and move on.
Right.
Why was the cause of death? The work of a copycat? It has to be the work of a copycat.
The strangulation was faked to imply this crime had the same perpetrator as the other three incidents. By making the crime scene as similar as possible, it appeared like the nailman was responsible for an unrelated murder. Which means this was a copycat crime.
I agree.
Guys, I might be onto something.
Among the string of mailman killings, there could be some that were done by copycat criminals.
Does that mean we're losing two people?
The mystery labyrinth still remains, even after discovering the mailman's identity. So who is the copycat criminal?
Indeed, we need to uncover this imposter's identity.
All right.
I think it's this small person in the cage. Oh, wait, it's the boy!
Being the copycat criminal? What the hell? I'll kill your ass!
It's my son, obviously.
The culprit
He looks like
only
he's
got
about to
caught
cry.
by having info about the other crime scenes. So it has to be that person.
Wait. There's only one person.
I told you already.
It has to be you.
You are the copycat criminal. Huh? Me? What are you talking about? I told you all about the nailman, and even cooperated with your investigation.
And now you think I'm a murderer? Are you fucking kidding me?
Wait a sec.
Your investigation isn't worth shit. I'll crush you to dust, you fool!
What the fuck is going on? Mom! Sorry, I don't have a mom. Dad, pick me up, I'm scared!
Why accuse me of being the culprit? I was just first on the scene. Why do you think I'm a copycat criminal? It could have all been the Nailman. The cause of death was just different each time, yeah?
Oh?
I knew it.
I was joking about my son! I was joking about my son!
Why accuse me of being the culprit? I was just first on the scene. Why do you think I'm a copycat criminal? It could have all been the Nailman. The cause of death was just different each time, yeah? Even if there was a copycat criminal, why isn't me? The servant could be the copycat. The nut could be the copycat. Anyone could have done it! I'll slash through this mystery.
No, nobody could have done it, because there's no public info.
The art gallery was blunt force trauma, faked as a strangling to resemble the Nailman's MO. But the murders all being strangulations wasn't made public right away. The only ones who knew that were those who actually set foot on the crime scenes. That includes the Nailman himself, the peacekeepers, and the first eyewitnesses on the scene. Which means you could have committed the murder in the art gallery.
Oh, and he's running.
Master, after him! Put some sense into that sensitive, nonsensical phantom!
The what?
Oh, this is when she gets really big, isn't it? This is when we get giant Shinigami. Giant Gami. We love giant Gami.
For the first on the scene to also be the culprit is rather cliche.
Oh.
He was always suspicious, but because the real Nailman was someone else, I didn't connect the dots. He was fascinated by the Nailman, and by studying him, he eventually knew more about him than anyone else.
What if I just wanted to go back?
Became the Nailman.
It's ironic that he exposed his own crime by knowing too much about Nailman's.
Master, the truth is right there! My radar is banging like crazy!
Banging?
And there he is. In all his hideous glory.
I won't let you. You have the truth.
Looks like we've arrived at the final stage.
If we make him submit, we'll completely solve the mystery labyrinth. Master, don't let your guard down.
Yeah.
Don't we just have to, like, make her giant or something? Oh. Where did he go, bestie? Oh, I'm too tired for this. I should play this game high. That would be fun. That would be really fun. This game on a drug trip. Girl, wait, what? Huh? Yeah, I should play this game on a drug trip. That would be really fun. Like, just weed. But, like, on a weed trip. Oh, we should have gotten her biting Falara as well. Where's Halara? Halara needs to experience this trauma. Deductive reasoning, don't fail me now. Oh. W. Girl, I don't remember. I don't. S. Oh, wait, was that supposed to be an A? Okay, I figured it out. Tab. Oh, I was wrong, guys. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
You're wrong! Huh? Come on!
Oh, okay, yeah, I got it. First try, guys.
We were able to see what each crime scene looked like at that time.
My power allows me to see the moment the first witness saw the crime scene.
Halara, where are you?
Not the culprit, not the victim, but how it appeared when a third party first entered.
We used post-cognition to gather all the evidence.
W. W. S. 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 W. A. W.
First person on scene. No clue will help lead you to the culprit. You're never gonna find the culprit. What you saw is only what I saw the moment the corpse was discovered.
Halara's post-cognition showed us that the paint can at the gallery storage entrance had been knocked over. And according to the art gallery staff member's testimony, that was your doing. You went into the crime scene first, and the art gallery employee behind you noticed you knocking over the paint can. But Halara's post-cognition only shows the scene when the corpse is first discovered. So if you were the first person to find the body, the scene before the paint can fell over would have been recreated. But it wasn't. The paint can had already been knocked over when the corpse was discovered. That means the first person to find the corpse was the art gallery's staff member, not you. The reason you didn't count as the first person to find it is because you're the culprit. This is the truth of the case.
Doing this in such low health, too. Womp womp.
Finish him! Shove all your evidence into the solution blade and slash as hard as you can!
Girl, what is happening? I'm too sober for this. Oh god. Wow! We love the closing argument! I honestly kind of like this style for the closing argument a bit better, honestly.
Step right up, step right up! A series of locked-room murders based on an urban legend. Will we discover the true identity of the Nailman? Truth bombs are about to be dropped. Time for the deduction denouement.
To solve the mystery of this string of events, we have to know who the Nailman is first. The Nailman is an urban legend of Kanaiwar. You write down the name of someone you want dead, and drive a nail through it and a doll to a tree behind the church. And the Nailman will kill that person for you with a countless number of nails.
A string of murders exactly like that urban legend began half a year ago.
All of the crime scenes featured a corpse and dolls nailed down within a locked room. The first murder happened 6 months ago at a secret club in Kamasaki district.
The victim was none other than the geezer who owned the place, and the cause of death was strangulation.
It's Gundam Tanaka!
I heard the buy-in to place a bet was pretty steep, and cheating was rampant, so it was obviously a scummy place.
The key to the door was inside of a glass. And the vent that connects outside looked too high for escape to be possible.
But the culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footholds to climb.
Oh.
Why the nails that were bent downward?
The vent was not screwed down at the time of the murder, so it could easily be removed and used as an escape route. The second murder happened 3 months ago. It was at a mansion near Gima district.
The victim was some real estate agent who lived there, and the cause of death was again strangulation. He made a lot of money through shady real estate deals, so of course someone would be out to get him.
The door to the crime scene was the only possible entrance. The key to that door was underneath the nailed-down victim. After the culprit escaped, some sort of trick was used to get the key back into the room.
A fishing line passed from the vent through the eye socket of the doll and propped up the upper body of the corpse. All that was left was to exit the room, lock it, throw the key in from the vent, and boom! You got yourself a locked room mystery!
The key was tossed under the victim from the vent, and once the fishing line was retrieved, the corpse's upper body fell over, completing the crime scene.
The nails on the upper body didn't pierce through completely, so it wasn't nailed down at all.
The third murder happened 1 month ago in an art gallery storage room in Gima district.
The skank's cause of death was blunt force trauma. She was a pretty lady who let her looks get to her head, and she got boom killed.
The key to the storage room was nailed to a painting through a doll. Another trick was used to get the key back inside the room here.
The painting with the doll nailed to it was propped up against the window, and then the culprit left the room. They nailed the key to the painting through the window, knocked it over, and bam! All done!
Those are the truths behind the past 3 cases. And now, there's been another murder at the clock tower in Kanaiwar.
The woman's cause of death was strangulation. Since you told that kid you'd take care of it, you've got to solve this case.
The clock tower crime scene is rather high up on the 3rd floor. The door was locked from the inside, and the window shutters were also locked. But there was rainwater under the window, and the nails in 2 of the dolls had rub marks.
In other words, the
culprit must have hung a rope ladder from the dolls to escape out the window. With my logic, anything is possible.
Why are you imitating Halara? Anyway. The killer cut their footing on the way down from the window. That way, they could just pull on one side of the rope to retrieve the whole thing.
The shutters come down under their own weight, so they locked once the rope was collected. I'm surprised you noticed the auto-locking feature. You sure love your shutters, Master.
The rope ladder was collected, then burned in the church incinerator, which only clergy have access to.
That's how we know the mailman must be someone from the clergy.
But one question arose from this. The mailman killings share one more characteristic. All the victims were murdered by strangulation. This piece of information wasn't publicized. Which means that it was someone mimicking the mailman. But I already know the identity of the copycat killer.
I wonder what's going to happen to the copycat killer.
The mailman must be someone thin enough to pass through the vent.
Someone with the skills to blow it through with precision.
And a clergy member with access to the incinerator.
The priest! You're the mailman!
And the copycat is someone who knows that all of the victims were strangled to death.
Because he was the first witness in each case, the person capable of replicating the mailman's crimes is...
The worshipper! You're the copycat criminal!
Robbed of Halara fucking stepping out and being like, it was you. That was really cool. I liked that closing argument. It was a little long though, but the closing arguments normally are.
This is the truth of the case.
So are they both gonna die? Do they both die?
What's that?
It's the truth. The soul of the true culprit who built this mystery labyrinth.
I see. It looks otherworldly, but there's an ominous air around it.
Thank you, Halara. I was only able to make it this far thanks to you.
I only kept my part of the deal. You made the right choice hiring me. But I will say one thing. You've taken another step toward being a detective.
Aww.
That much is certain. I, Halara Nightmare, acknowledge you.
Aww.
Really, Halara? You do?
Alright, all eyes on Shinigami.
What's about to happen?
Oh, isn't it obvious? It's the moment we've all been waiting for! Time to boot kill the bad guy!
So do they both die? That's the real question.
Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair.
Oh god.
The brilliant soul of Shinigami.
She really is Junko.
Cursed case. Death to all deplorables. Through to the final mystery labyrinth.
Oh, the Raven Wings. I love those. Okay, so I guess they are both dying. Kaboom! That was so long for absolutely no reason. Guys, we're almost done this stupid fucking chapter. It only took 3 gameplays. And it's only been 3 fucking hours. Oh, we have 4 people in live? Oh. Hi. Didn't realize that people actually watch this. I just do this for the fuck of it. Like, hi. Let's figure Raincode. I forgot to add that to the playlist. How many gameplays has this been? Oh, they both died. They weren't even good deaths. Okay. Well, that was kind of pathetic. That was actually really pathetic, but okay.
Father?
Are you alright?
What's going on? What happened to those two?
There's no pulse. They're dead.
Dead? What?
What? What is this?
I sure worked hard today. Feels so good to boom kill the murderer.
The mystery labyrinth crumbles when you reap the soul of the true culprit. Then, the cause of the mystery labyrinth's creation pays the price by vanishing with it. I knew this would happen, but it still hurts to see someone die before my eyes.
Real.
It's like I killed them myself. No, I did kill them. I killed them with the ruthless blade of the truth.
There. Humans boom kill cows and pigs all the time and eat them. You don't feel bad about that, right?
How do we know he's not a vegan?
These were the souls of deranged murderers. At least you didn't eat them. If you look at it that way, there's nothing to feel bad about at all.
Jeez.
It's not so simple when it comes to people dying.
Did you people do this? Did you kill them with some kind of poison?
Hey, hold on. I have no idea what's going on here. Too much is happening all at once.
We shall talk at headquarters. Follow me there.
Is it just me, or are things more complicated now than before entering the mystery labyrinth?
Oh, you want help? Are you going to rely on me again?
Girl, you made this mess.
I can't say no when you ask for help.
Everyone! Ah! He came back to life! Sorry about that. You see, I'm actually the mail.
What?
These are my final words, so I can't lie. I'm the mailman. The worshiper laying there is just a copycat criminal. Search the church for the tools used in each crime. I'm sure you'll find plenty of evidence. If you think I'm lying, go ahead and check it out. Thanks!
I didn't know you could do that. But that was a super lazy confession. Will it work?
That should do it. We even have witnesses, so this case is closed.
The priest mumbled something.
wasn't effective at all.
You're so stubborn. This is why I hate authority.
What do we do?
Wait, I hear something.
Huh? What now?
Motorbike. Something is heading this way at an alarming speed.
It can't be.
Where is that coming from? No. What are you doing?
Oh, is he dead now?
Who are you?
You dare speak so carelessly? Who do you think I am?
The hero who defends peace and order in Kanai Ward. Director of the Amaterasu Peacekeepers. The Honorable Yomi Hellsmile.
Okay.
The Peacekeeper's director?
So he is the head of the Peacekeepers.
He's kind of hot.
No, small fry. Bow down.
God, he is hot. He is hot. He is hot.
What are you doing here?
No need to be alarmed. Benevolent Director Yomi is here to help. Oh, excuse me for the late introduction. I am Vice Director of the Peacekeepers, Martina Electro.
Who does she remind me of? I'm sorry, she reminds me of a character.
She's my beloved right hand. No one else gets to have her.
She reminds me of, like, Hiroko. No, Yasuhiro's mom.
What's with him?
Master, be careful. This Yomi guy is dangerous.
Huh?
I've never seen anyone emit such a dangerous aura before.
He's that bad?
So, what brings you here?
Oh, right. I was so focused on my beloved right hand that I completely forgot.
As mentioned earlier, Director Yomi is here to help. I hear you've been troubled by Seth's unreasonable treatment. Is that right?
Huh?
Korekio. That's what. Korekio's long hair, like, the design, but then she also reminds me of Mommy Yasuhiro.
Director Yomi, what is going on here? Why am I...
We have discovered you've been receiving sizable kickbacks for facilitating donations meant for the church. We now know why you were so desperate to clean up all the Nailman killings. After all, it would be troublesome to lose access to all that money if the priest was arrested as the Nailman.
Wait, please. Director Yomi, I did this under your orders.
Did you say something? Because I didn't hear a thing.
I only did this because you ordered me to.
Seth, you make me sad. I'm the hero and defender of peace in this city. My peacekeepers are proud soldiers of that mission.
And yet, you let yourself be corrupted. How could you? Seth, for the sake of the peacekeepers and the peace of Kanai Ward,
Die.
Taking advantage of your position as a peacekeeper executive is a serious crime. The punishment must be severe.
But...
Yeah, I'm annoyed my own underling would betray me like this. so annoyed. I'd go insane if I didn't toy around with my beloved right hand.
Ugh. Never mind, I don't like him.
He's terrible. Like a lizard cutting off its own tail to survive.
Someone like him is in charge of the Peacekeepers?
Don't look him in the eyes. Don't talk to him either. If possible, don't even breathe the same air as him. Though it's probably too late for that.
Well then. To our shit-for-brains friends playing detective. Looks like I have to give you a warning. Know your place in my city and stay there. Follow the rules and don't disturb our peace. Or I'll need you to die!
Junko? Fucking Junko? No, fucking Saruki ass kitty? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Okay, what the fuck? You kinda creep me out.
In this city, Director Yomi is both the law and the Peacekeepers itself. Defying us means you defy law and order. You will receive fitting treatment for such behavior.
Before, you were insignificant specks of dust. But now that you've banded together, you've become an eyesore. Detectives, my ass. Little shits.
Saruki all over again! What the fuck? I don't like him!
Wow. That's not very nice.
Let's go, my beloved right hand.
Yes, Director Yomi.
I'm gonna throw up.
Looks like we've been targeted by someone dangerous.
Yeah, thanks to you. One wrong move and it would have been all over. You got that?
I'm sorry, but...
No buts. None. How did this happen anyway?
Laura, help me out. Please explain what happened. You said you acknowledged me as a detective, didn't you?
What? When did I say that?
Huh?
It's such a shame, Master. Everything that happens in the Mystery Labyrinth gets forgotten.
Oh.
What?
Helara's memory must have been wiped after entering and leaving the labyrinth. Nothing inside the Mystery Labyrinth can be taken into the real world. Not unless you have a contract with yours truly, that is.
But I thought Halara and I had finally reached an understanding.
Memories from up until you enter the Mystery Labyrinth are retained, like the debt you owe for your assignment.
That's awful!
Hey, Yuma, are you listening? You better make sure this doesn't happen again.
By the way, Chief, our submarine office is tipping over. Are you sure the Peacekeepers didn't mess with it?
What? Seriously? I have to go back and repair it. Yuma, help me out. Follow me.
Yuma, it was supposed to be time for your solution, but we've ended up in a mess.
Huh? Yeah.
Before they could be accused, the true culprit suddenly died. It's my first time dealing with such a thing. Still, I do remember this. You did your absolute best to try and solve the case.
Huh?
You should be proud.
Aww.
Look, the chief is calling for you. You should go.
Right. Thank you.
Aww. See, that's the kind of thing I like. God, that was a fucking game. That was a prologue. Chapter 1. What is Shinigami doing?
Are you serious? A peacekeeper executive was taking bribes from the church?
If Director Yomi said so, it would be considered the truth, even if it isn't.
What about the priest being the nailman?
It's going to be publicly announced as the truth. It appears the priest's strong desire to save others turned him into the nailman. He saw people wishing for revenge as they hammered those nails in the forest, and decided he needed to save them. That was the motive, though it could all be a story made up by the peacekeepers.
So, what about the kitty cat criminal?
I love Fubiki.
You mean the copycat?
That one was already publicized as well. They say the copycat did it out of admiration for the real nailman.
And in the end, he felt so much guilt that he poisoned himself? None of this really makes any sense.
It sure didn't look like death by poison to me.
It was me! I did it along with that detective kneeling in penitence over there.
It would make more sense to assume Yomi killed them somehow. Especially when you consider the timing. He'd do it without batting an eye.
Yomi Hellsmile, the director of the Peacekeepers, the leader of our enemy.
I heard he rode in on a dragon.
No, it was a motorcycle.
From what I've investigated, the Peacekeepers' influence is gaining ground at Amaterasu Corporation. And there's some sort of power struggle going on.
I don't know why,
Internally.
but Kazuhiko just reminds me so much of Pikachu for absolutely no reason.
I hear that their boss, Yomi, is extraordinarily dangerous.
Extraordinary. So he is very normal? How scary.
You're so precious, never change.
It's only a matter of time until the Peacekeepers gain complete control of the corporation. When that happens, they might outright attack the World Detective Organization.
Perhaps the WDO made its move because they saw the warning signs. If that's the case, it could have something to do with Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Oh yeah, what's the deal with Kanai Ward's ultimate secret? We still know nothing about it, huh?
It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the Nailman incident. I wonder what it could be. Sheesh, so much to deal with. This sounds exhausting.
Didn't I tell you that from the start?
We have to obey directives from number 1, no matter how difficult they are.
Vivian.
Well, we got some very talented master detectives gathered here. I'm sure it'll be fine. So much. No, everything changes from now on. Yuma, you can take a seat now.
My legs feel numb.
Don't stick your neck out recklessly from now on, for everyone's sake. Got it?
Got it.
Hey, we worked super hard. I'm so stressed I could die. Oh wait, but I can't die.
Do we have a visitor? That's right. Yuma, can you go get it?
Why are we... Poor Yuma, man. The Yuma abuse continues. Guys, it's gonna be cute.
It's you.
My dad is back safe at home. It's all thanks to you. Thank you for helping us.
No, I just... Well...
Aw, look at you getting thanked. You were on your knees just a moment ago.
Oh my god.
Be
is it? Did someone else die or something?
Will you play catch with me?
Huh? Catch? But it's raining. Actually, sure. Let's play.
It's just the most wholesome fucking thing!
The unending rain. My memories still seem like faraway raindrops. My hands still have yet to grasp a single thing.
Oh, I can't, this is too wholesome!
Be here?
I love it here!
But with the worn baseball gripped in my hand, my heart somehow feels lighter. Why I wanted to be a detective. It could have been for the sake of something so small that it fits in my hand. Maybe I should give myself credit for this small realization.
You call me!
So, for just a bit longer.
This is so cute! I can't! This is absolutely fucking adorable! Alright. And that's chapter 1. Alright. Yeah, so that's that. That was actually so fucking wholesome. That was a perfect end to that chapter, honestly. After whatever the fuck his name, Hell Smile. We finally finished chapter 1 of this hellish game, and now it's time for me to go to bed. Because if I don't, then I'm not getting any sleep tonight. But that ending was so fucking wholesome, man. Like, actually, what the fuck? That was actually adorable. I'm really happy that we finally finished chapter 1, man, because, like, that was way too long, and I feel like chapter 1 started with, like, I feel like for me was, like, one of the least interesting characters. Hey, it's Kamaru! Hi, Kamaru! No, I want to...
Faces in uniform by the window. This isn't the real me.
Is Yuma trans?
That hand reaches out and misses the stars grazing off dusk. In the shadow of the school after class lies the remnants of everything someone has lost.
What? Okay. Cryptic? Wait, what? What is going on? Guys, I can't even escape yet.
Good morning, everyone.
Okay. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Tap. Oh, I can't save now. Okay, well, either way. I think... Either way, I'm really happy with where the game... Like, I'm really happy with where we left off. I feel like the reason why I didn't really like Chapter 1 that much... No, the reason why I didn't like Chapter 0 that much was because we were really only going off of, like, 2 character interactions. And I feel like Chapter 1, again, I was really only going off of, like, 3 character interactions. And it was, like, one of, like, the least interesting characters to me. It was, like, I really just felt like Rei Makaru, and I was like, as much as I love Rei Makaru, it's really just Rei and Shuichi interacting with each other with a horny Junko. It's with Miyu and Junko mixed into one. It's basically what it felt like. Like, these characters feel like... I don't know. These characters feel like they are very much... Sorry, let me re-explain that. As much as I enjoy this game, I have mixed feelings on this game. I enjoy the storyline, I'm excited to see where this game goes. But, like, I feel like these characters could be better. They don't feel new. They feel like they are very much just, like, a mix of 2 Danganronpa characters, if that, into one. Like, I don't remember, like, half of the characters from, like, Chapter 0. I don't remember any of their names. I just remember what they looked like, and they were literally just copy-paste of other characters. And I'm like, yeah, I don't remember any of you. And as for Chapter 1, like, again... I feel like Chapter 1... Like, Chapter 0 also had the most character interactions that we've had so far. And, like, I really enjoyed that, but, like... I also feel like the issue with it is the fact that, like... we are only interacting with about 6 characters at max. And most of it is only interacting with it's only 2 characters, 3 at most, interacting with each other. Which can be... like, and it's only, like, 3 main characters, which is, like, really frustrating. When you go from Danganronpa, which is a game series where it's always the main it's, like, 16, 17 characters, like, 15, 16 characters, for the most part, always interacting with each other. And yes, there's Ultra Despair Girls, but, like, Ultra Despair Girls, I feel like, has the difference of, like, it's world building and you still are constantly meeting people. With this game, it doesn't really feel like it. And Ultra Despair Girls was also constantly bouncing off of Toko and Kamaru. It was developing one former character that we already knew, and Kamaru, and we were also cutting constantly back to the Warriors of Hope, and the main Warrior of Hope with that chapter, and their shenanigans with Nagito, Haiji Toa and his shenanigans with, Shirokuma. Like, there was always something going on, and we always had a vast amount of characters to talk with. And, like, the overall cast in general still equaled up to about 16 characters that we were interacting with. Like, 16 main characters. Which, again, made things a lot more, tolerable. But, again, it suffered from the same fact that it's, again, mainly just two characters bouncing back. And this game kind of suffers from the same thing, where the Danganronpa fandom, which is mainly what this is targeting, as it's created by the same people, and it's using the same style, so it's mainly trying to pull the Danganronpa fandom in, is trying to pull in that cash grab of, like, yeah, it's made by Danganronpa, but it doesn't hit the same because, again, Danganronpa is typically, again, 15, 16 students in one location, and it's typically one location, that gets bigger, but you bounce off of each other, and yes, there's one-on-one scenes, but typically the cast is always bouncing off of each other, and even though the cast gets smaller, the cast never gets smaller than, like, 5 characters. So, when you shrink that down to, you only have 2 characters, maybe 3 at max, interacting with each other constantly, and that's your whole gameplay, I think that's where the story starts to get boring, because there's only so much that you can really do with that, and you're only constantly developing 2 characters, and it's just the same gag. Like, again, Shinigami just, like, borderline sexually harassing Yuma and abusing the shit out of Yuma for hours on end is, like, the main running joke. But then, with this time, like, that was the main running joke throughout Chapter 0, but then you add that again in Chapter 1, and that's what I'm assuming is going to be the rest of the game. But now this time, like, each chapter it's, oh, but you're also adding in this character into the fray with their special quirk, so it's just like, oh. But it's not adding really anything else, it's just an extra character into it. I think what the game would really benefit from is if it was all the characters together working together, instead of you're going on side missions with each character. Now, this is just me going off of Chapter 1. I'm not sure if that's how they're going to do it, but that's just kind of what I'm assuming is going to be with Chapter 1. Which kind of sucks, because, like, again, I really enjoy story progression and character development, and so far, the characters that I really like is Fabiki and the Pikachu-looking character. And I dread a chapter where I get stuck with Sylvia, because there is nothing to his character that I would be interested in. Halara, like, because that's the other thing, is that, as I said, this game is meant to be a cash grab with Danganronpa, and you can tell that these characters are very much inspired from the Danganronpa cast. Yuma is directly, it's quite literally just Shuichi with amnesia. That is Shuichi. I mean, that is Yuma. Shinigami is Monokuma, Miyu, and fucking Junko all in one. That is what Shinigami is. And then, Fubiki Like, she's just Sonia with... like, Sonia with a low IQ. Like, that's kind of just their gimmicks. It's just this character, but, oh, with a gimmick. So, like, Halara is Byakuya, but let's make him, like, Byakuya, but female. And a detective. Like, that's basically what the characters are at this point. Is, let's take this character from Danganronpa, but this spin on them. And it's really just, like, they don't feel very inspired from... I feel like they could have been more. I feel like they could have had their own story. But, I don't know. That's just my little rant. I don't know. I'll do a full-on kind of, like, how I feel about the game as a whole. After I'm done playing it. Because I do have thoughts. I do have thoughts already. But I want to do a full-on what I think about it and why I think like this once I finish the game, because my thoughts could change. And I wanted to be like, this is what I think, and this is how it holds up compared to the Danganronpa games. And why I think that. Because this is, from what I understand, Kodaka's first attempt at branching out from Danganronpa, when it comes to a new thing. And then I do plan on doing, Raincode, not Raincode, 100-line Defense Academy, which should be fun. But again, it really just depends on what the fuck ends up happening, and money, but yeah. Anyways, with that being said, that's kind of just where I'm kind of at with this game, and what I'm kind of thinking, and how I feel. I'm curious to see what this game... I'm definitely curious to see where the storyline is going, though. Because the storyline is good. I just... like, the storyline's very interesting. I just wish that we would have more of the detectives working together. I also would have really enjoyed, like, if they had Danganronpa references and Easter eggs. I really enjoyed the Danganronpa Zero Easter egg, like, reference, but I would have loved if they had, like, maybe, like, a little Monokuma in, like, a window or something. Or, like, some other little Danganronpa, like, references, or, like, some nods that this does take place in the same universe or something. That would have been really cool. I also would have really appreciated if they had full body sprite, or, like, sprites that, like, weren't just, like, up to here. That would have been great. So we could see a bit more of them in the sprite style. But again, I will do a proper analysis on this later. With that being said, I will do a proper analysis on a different day, and I wish everybody a good night or good morning, or a good afternoon, depending on what time you're watching this. For me, it is currently 2:21 in the morning, so yeah. But with that being said, I think it is time that I call this a quits, and I go to bed. So, good night, and farewell.